Good day everybody, this is Vic from V-Drive bringing it to you 2025 Canyon Denali in the glacier metallic color. As you can see, beautiful looking color. And to all the people who wants a truck but do not want to spend money on a 1500 truck, 2500 or 3500 but still want a truck feel, this will be a great option. This is a Denali package. As you can see, you get the nice Denali signature grille at the front end, as you can see right here, with the GMC logo, a lot of chrome, a lot of luxury happening right here. You have the part of the 360 camera, you have a front end camera here too, fog lamps right here, you have the full LED daytime running lights with the projector lamps as well. And if you will point right here real quick, you have a curved bumper at the bottom for better approach angles, and your block heater socket is right below as well. On the side, you get these nice 20 inches aluminum brushed rims with the all-terrain tires. So if you want to go for a little bit of an off-roading, you can possibly do that. Now, there is a black edition that comes in too, where you can put 22 inches wheels and tires. And some of the millennials, if you're like, you know what, I don't really care about the 20 or 22 inches, you can also put 18 inches rims as well, no problem at all. Well, please come to the back right here. Beautiful looking design, black trim all around here, just to minimize the chrome, but of course chrome handles, chrome running boards as well, which you can get blacked out from the factory too. Takes regular fuel. Capless, no problem. 5-foot box, excuse me, I'm just gonna close that. 5-foot box at the back right here. A little bit of a lift too, but check out the back of the vehicle here. Side steps, rear end sensors, towing package, towing capacity up to 7,700 pounds. And if you'll come right here, you have an easy tailgate that takes a sweet time to come down. You can also use this extra storage space here to throw your jumper cables in, ropes, I don't know what else you need. And you can also use this string right here if you need to keep your tailgate at an angle for work purposes as well. Inside here you get bed liner from the factory, 110 volt port right here, a lot of tow hooks inside, and you can put more across the line right here as well, no problem. Under the hood you get this 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbo engine that puts out 310 horsepower and 430 pound-feet of torque. In the previous body style, they used to add a 3.6 V6 engine that was putting out 308 horsepower and 275 pound-feet of torque. Obviously, the engine is smaller now, power is more, torque is way higher, but what are your thoughts? Some truck buyers are really after a V6 engine even when they're buying a smaller pickup, but to people like me who like torque better, who are fine with the 4 cylinders, it's actually a good option for me. But drop a comment below, let me know what your thoughts are. Did GM made a mistake dropping it down to 2.7 turbo, or they would have kept a 3.6? In the older body style, they also had an option for a 2.5 inline 4-cylinder diesel engine as well, which is not available in the current body style. And I really hope that's something if GM can bring it back. But you know what? The market for the diesel engine in a small pickup truck is huge. Fuel economy was ridiculous. People were getting like 6 liters per 100 kilometers, which is amazing, right? But enough said, let's just check out some interior now. Let's just check out the back seats real quick. At the back, you get these nice USB-C ports with the air vents, 110 volt port right here. If you're traveling with the family, you can charge your laptop or whatever. Very well layout and a beautiful leather seats, perforation, black leather seats with the gray stitchings all over the place. Talking about the back window, you have a manual window just like the previous body style. And if you want to lift up these seats, you can just use a section here. Plenty of space here. You have all the tools to take off your tire if something happens, block heater cord, and a fuel funnel if you're going out in the jungle or stuff like that. I'm going to quickly show you something. My front seats are adjusted in a way, the way I like to sit, all the way back. I'm 6'2". Sitting at the back, yes, my knees are touching, and my head is almost at a place where it's touching. But with a little bit of a curve right here, it's still going to be a little bit helpful, I feel like. But you know what? It's still manageable. After all, it's a small pickup truck. If you need more space and you have a taller kid, go for a half ton, basically. Right? Let's just go check out the front seats now. At the front, you get both passenger and driver seat powered, with the lumbar support, heated and cooling seats as well. Nice Denali badge right here. And if you look into that corner there, you have the grab handle, real wood here with the Denali and Denali mountain coordinates. Leather seats with the brown stitchings here too. Big touch screen with the Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, trailering mode, you have an air down mode. You can actually drop down the tire pressure by selecting the option there, and as soon as you drop to a certain level, it's going to honk at you, right? Off-road mode, obviously, you can use the dial. And you do have Bose stereo system. If you like an extra music system, obviously it would be nice. Sunroof here, right here too. And you have OnStar buttons, sunroof options there too. On the left side here, you do have memory seats, 1 and 2 setting if husband and wife are driving it, obviously. Trailer brake controller is right here, neatly located. You have a heads-up display at the front, which you can see. You can customize this digital screen the way you like. You have telemetry here, but if you like to throw different settings here, you can do that. You can also throw map on that screen too if you have Google Map. And if you're connected to the Apple Map, you can certainly do that too. Nice leather wrap steering wheel with the Denali badging here. A little bit of a aluminum plating, giving you a luxury look. It looks pretty cool. Big touch screen with the Apple CarPlay, with the Android Auto, obviously Alexa inbuilt. And you have Wi-Fi hotspot if traveling with the family. Now, weird part is that there is no physical button for your light controls. And if you want to do that, you will actually have to press on this quick button here too. You do have an air down mode too. Let's say if I want to drop down my tire pressure because of any off-road situation, I can set it up to this level. Now I can deflate the tire, and as soon as each tire reaches to that level, my truck is going to honk at me, just to tell me that, okay, you know what, this is where we are at. Now, some people will be like, how do you check the status of the vehicle? If you want to check the tire pressure, the brake pad life, this is how you do it in the vehicle info button. And if you like to throw certain options, all these extra maintenance things to that screen, you can also do that. For example, if you want to see battery voltage, you can do driver, add to driver display, and you can see battery voltage right there as well, which is pretty neat. You do have heated and cooling seats. I'm so glad they left some physical buttons here to give a better feel, which is awesome. Heated steering wheel is there too, obviously, adaptive cruise control. Now, big part is an actual physical shifter instead of small buttons, which is pretty cool. Emergency button here. Now, here, it's pretty interesting part. Along with the cup holders, you have a space for your phone as well. And same for the back seats too. Console storage, a little bit of a stuff right here too. Now, some of you might be wondering, does this truck have automatic 4x4? Answer is yes. I will show it to you how it works and how it's going to affect your life. I'm going to quickly put this truck into 4-wheel drive high, and I'm going to do a quick 360 turn so I can show it to you, and I'm going to put it in auto, and I'm going to show it to you how it handles as well. So I'm in 4-wheel drive high right now, as you can see. So when I'm going to take a 4x4 turn, right, you will see that my truck is actually, doing a little bit of that jerk action there. It's gonna jerk because that's just the way it is, because in 4x4 right now, all the wheels are engaging. So what happens is it's gonna create issues. It's gonna increase the wear and tear on the truck, which is not really fun. Now, I just put this vehicle into automatic 4x4 right now, which is basically two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, until the front wheels need engagement. So it's going to work just like a regular truck. I'm going to do a regular 360 turn again, as you can see, and it's just going to act normal. But if suddenly I give a lot of gas, then it's going to switch to 4x4. So hope that kind of helps what I mentioned in terms of the automatic 4x4. Having an automatic 4x4 is great. It's two-wheel drive until you need the 4x4 control. So right now, let's just go for a quick spin, show it to you how the truck handles. Look at this. Overall design is pretty neat, right? The comfort is pretty good too. The heads-up display, it's helping me out when I'm driving it. I can see everything clearly. No such blind spots all around the vehicle. If I'm doing a shoulder check or anything like that, it feels overall pretty smooth. Going over bumps, suspension is pretty comfy as well. It's a Rancher shocks, which is off-road shocks that GM offers, right? It's pretty cool actually. Look at this. The acceleration feels great. It's smooth. Yes, the truck is going to make a little bit of a noise because after all, it's a small engine making more power, but you know what? It feels really smooth actually. But if I'm trying to go for a little bit of a off-road here, look at this. You can see the roll and pitch on this one. It's pretty smooth actually. It's a pretty cool design. And if you look at this, I'm literally on an angle right now, the 8-degree or 11-degree roll, whatever you can see. You know what? That's what you use the truck for. And the whole 4x4 feel on this one is pretty good. We're just in the dealership parking lot right now. Shout out to Wolf GMC, by the way. But yeah, with that, we are done with our review. Hope you guys like what you guys just saw. We're trying our best to make our reviews better and better every day. Let me know if you have any specific question, and if there's any specific vehicle you want us to review. We'll love to do that. And most importantly, do not forget to subscribe to our channel. More and more fun content is on the way. Thank you so much. See you in the next video.